Good morning, everyone. Apologies for starting a couple minutes a little late there. But I hope you guys are doing well today. As you guys know, I'm going to be going live on my YouTube channel. Hey, Lydia. I'll be live on my YouTube channel the second and the fourth Saturday of every month, unless I post otherwise in the YouTube community post. Hey, Libra. Hey, Foxy Lady. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Christine. Rainbow of Love. Good morning, everyone. So just so you guys know, the next time you guys can catch me live, I'll be live the second and the fourth Saturday of every month. But if you want to hang out more, hey, LaShawn, if you want to hang out more, don't forget you can join my High Vibe Club. Put a link in the comments for you. And for those of you catching the replay, I have a link in the description. That's just if you want to focus a little bit more on your accelerated personal growth, spiritual growth, and you just want it accelerated and you want a little support and help along the way. There's even 2 levels. Hey, Fanny. Hey, A. Lopez. You're so welcome. We'll give it like 1 more minute and then we'll start. Hey, Maria. Hey, C. Hello. But yeah, there's 2 levels in the High Vibe Club, guys. There's the do-it-yourselfer who you want the growth, but you want to do it at your own pace, your own time, or maybe you work night shift and you can't make the live calls. You get all the recordings that the interactive group gets. You get weekly updated content. You get to submit questions to me. I just made a couple for my group. That's only $12.99 per month to month. You can cancel at any time. Or if you definitely want to be on a live interactive video call with me where I channel and it's so much more interactive, that's only $99 a month. So there's 2 levels for y'all to get the growth that you're looking for. I put a link in the comments. I'll do it again for those who just joined. And as always, super chats are always appreciated because it helps me get new people on here to help you guys. Very similar to Bobby, who comes live once a week for free. And the next person, I've just reached out to someone who's a love and relationship coach who's also really good with color therapy. And there's a spiritual foodie that I'm reaching out to. So super chats help with that. But hey, Miss Townsend. Hey, Krista. Hey, Let River. Hey, Liana. Good morning, everyone. All right, let's get started, guys. Let's go ahead. Everyone who's watching, go ahead and close your eyes. Just grounding, being in the moment. There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing you have to say. There's nothing you have to be other than you, and just letting your breath slow and deepen. Going into your belly, sending the air deep down to the base of your spine, the root chakra. Breathing deeply in your belly. Exhaling slowly. At your own pace, your own rhythm. Allow your body to return to its natural state of well-being, letting go of all of the muscles in your stomach. Letting all the muscles in your stomach just go. Letting all the muscles in your shoulders go. Just allowing yourself to be present here in this current moment. Go ahead and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Okay, for many of you, there's the thing that you want, there's the thing that you don't want. Are you going to spend your time complaining about the thing that you don't want? Are you going to spend your time complaining about the person who's still texting? Are you going to spend your time complaining about why would they reach out and say that? Are you going to spend your time with why wasn't I accepted, the thing that I don't want? Are you going to, yeah, I don't like that. That doesn't feel good. Put it aside. I'd like to feel better about that. But here's the new that I would like. Here's the new that I would like to experience. Can you every day spend a minute, just a minute, we're asking for a minute, everyone. Focus on slowing and deepening your breath. Focus on letting go of the muscles in your neck and your shoulder blades. Focusing on letting go of the muscles in your stomach. Relaxing the muscles behind your eyes, your jaw, your neck, your hips. And can you, for an additional minute, go, if this weren't in my life, if I could start all over, what would a new canvas look like? And it's okay if you come up with words. And in fact, we even encourage this. Well, if I could start all over, work would feel encouraging to me. It would feel positively uplifting to me. Yeah, I like that word, positively uplifted. That word feels good. I would feel maybe even appreciated at work. Since this is a whole blank canvas and I get to be the painter of the new canvas, I'm definitely going to add in some appreciation to it. Maybe a little bit of love, maybe a little bit of feel good, maybe a little bit of laughter. For 60 seconds a day, can you just start in those general feeling places and then add in more? Yeah, appreciation, that would look like my boss saying thank you once a week to me. That would look like him acknowledging how my work contributed to the growth of the company. You'll get more specific and detailed later as long as you're willing to take 1 minute to relax your body. And then 1 minute to just, if you could start all over, what would it look like? For many of you on this live and many of you who will watch the replay, that will solve 95% of your problems. Wow. Guys, I gotta admit, I've been practicing and playing with that, just starting all over. What if I could have a new canvas? And I started doing it maybe about a month ago. I was like, okay, if I could start all over, I would travel. And it would be fun, and I would feel safe, and it would feel like I get to explore the world. And somehow it will come easy to me. I don't know how it's going to come to me, but that's okay because this is just a new canvas, and I'm just daydreaming right now. And there'd be lots of money involved. It started with that, and then just every day for a minute or two, I just let myself kind of like build on that by either visualizing it in my head or writing about it. My new canvas looks like this. And then I started going to Instagram. I just typed in the hashtag travel. And then I remember that's a pretty beach. That's a pretty beach. And I would save some of them so that in my saved area, it was just all this beautiful travel photos. Because I knew that my new canvas involved travel and fun and safety. And sure enough, after about a week, I started gaining momentum. And then I started finding photos. Instead of it being, well, that's a pretty beach, that's a pretty sunset, it was wait a second, Japan has a Mario-themed amusement park, and they completely rebuilt Mario Kart in there that you can go and race on. I need to go experience that. Do you see how it switched from, I don't know what I want, well, I know I want travel, so let me spend a little bit of my time just looking at travel photos on Instagram, guys. Come on, that's easy. And then about a week in, I went, I need to experience that. I need to experience that. I need to experience that. And then that intrinsic motivator kicked in. And then after about 4 weeks, I had a VIP intensive booked. I'm going to London in a month. I booked my airfare. I'm leaving in September. That's how powerful it is, guys, if you are willing to spend just 2 minutes a day. And obviously, if you'll spend the typically recommended 15 minutes a day, your results will get even bigger, even better, even faster. So we got Foxy Lady in the house. We got the Yang Enian in the house. We got Eva. We got Lyric. We got Jackie. Happy Saturday, guys. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. We got Emily in the house. What's up, Emily? It's crazy. You just gave me exactly what I needed. Perfect. That's how it works, Fox. That's how it works. Christine, Kelly, if you're drawn to me, I'd like a mini read. Yeah, let's get started on the mini read, guys. How y'all doing? Type your question in there. I'll let Spirit pick the one we answer. Hey, Linnies. And don't forget, if you'd like a little bit more, you could always join my exclusive membership, the High Vibe Club. I made 2 levels for you guys. The do-it-yourself girl, it's only $12.99 a month. You want the videos, you want growth, you want to stay on the leading edge of growth, you want to stay on the leading edge of your personal growth, you want to experience more and more, but you want to do it in your own time. Maybe you work, maybe you have an odd work shift, maybe you're just a little more of an introverted person. It's month to month, no contract, or you can join at the interactive level and you get a live workshop with me once a month. Okay, hey Medha, how are you? Linny's brilliant sparkling light. Oh, hey, wait, I recognize that photo. I recognize your photo. We're connected on Facebook. A-Lope is asking love for me. Miss Townsend may ask what Spirit wants me to know right now. If she will contact or return back to me. Can I get advice regarding this guy I'm connected to? Wow, everyone's looking for love right now, huh? What is blocking my soulmate from coming in? And thank you. Did I really sign up for myself yesterday? Ooh, Fanny, I'm definitely going to answer yours, but I'm going to go ahead and do a spirit, everyone who's here, and asking about, is their ex coming back? What's blocking my soulmate from coming back? Let's give all these people some help right now. So for everyone who's on right now and everyone who catches this replay, if you're wondering if your ex is going to come back, this message is for you. No, not at this time. There needs to be healing. There needs to be healing. We're trying to think of a good analogy for you guys. Because for this time being, no. For the foreseeable short time future, it's not going to come back in a way that will lead to that ultimate love union you're looking for. There may be some who come back and you guys fight and bicker some more. But there needs to be healing. There needs to be a cool off period. Think of it as if your hand is over a light fire, you could keep it there for a while. If it's high enough, if it's far enough away, you could keep it there for a while. But if your hand has a sunburn on it and you put your same hand there, you wouldn't be able to leave your hand there longer than 10 seconds because the skin needs time to heal and repair. If you guys were to come back together right now, it'd be more bickering, more fighting. And what's going on is both of you think you're in the right. Both of you think the other person should be the one to apologize. Both of you are thinking the other one was in the wrong. And that's just going to lead to two sunburns throwing suns at each other. It's not going to feel good. Instead, process your emotions. It sucks. I feel lied to. I don't see why it couldn't work. It bothers me that it didn't work out. I feel hurt that it didn't work out. How did I read the stars so wrong? Everything seems so aligned that this is supposed to be the one. What many of you who are asking this question are missing, your missing piece is, this is what you want, the husband, the wife, the partnership. Here you are. There will be people that you will interact with along the way. And sometimes there will be people that you will need to learn a piece of a lesson from them to be able to have the ultimate loving relationship that you want. The key is, can you pick up when something's a yes, when something's a no? When something's a yes and get everything you're supposed to get out of it and then move on. Many of you who are asking this are trying to bang around longer in a relationship that is no longer serving a purpose because there's just a fear of, but if it doesn't work out with this person, then I'll never be with someone and I'll never be alone. Those are the thoughts we would rather have you come speak to us about. But I feel like if it doesn't work with him, then I'll never find someone. Because then you have to ask yourself, is that a helpful thought or an unhelpful thought? Okay, so I feel like he was the perfect person. He was the one it was supposed to be with. If it doesn't work out with him, I'm getting older. I'm getting fears kicking in. And that's okay. I feel afraid if I'll ever find the one. And that's okay. I can feel afraid and be manifesting in my new partner. Okay, and they're asking, did y'all see that? Ooh, look at all these more questions. You guys, when I have my eyes shut, I don't know how. Oh, wow, these are longer questions. Cindy, you can't. It's not your responsibility to help them. You can't. And Cindy, by the way, most of the time when a kid has negative behavior traits, it's typically something stimulated from the parents. So Cindy, if I could give any encouragement, it would be to not gang up on the godson because he's the one in pain. He's the one in pain right now. And second of all, you can't really help. You can't. You have to learn how to third person observe it, take a step back. Lynn Goldberg. Oh, that's why I recognize you. Pamela's Katay friends. Oh, yeah. Liana. Why can't Lasana let go of me when he doesn't want to date me? It's called an ego stroke, Liana. He wants someone who wants him. He wants a backup. He wants to know that he can come back. It's a feel-good thing for him to know whenever I reach out to her, she wants me. Oh, but I don't want her, though. God, she just always wants me, though. It's a bragging right for him. Liana, move on. Let go. No more fuckboys. Let me see if they're... Hey, Jen Star's in the house. What's up? Hey, Jen Star. I think my assistant posted a new video to the High Vibe Club yesterday. Let me see. Are there any comments on the read I just did? No one has any comments on that last big old read about will my ex come back? No one has any comments or questions on that read? Or further clarifying questions? Oh, I'm glad it resonated, Lydia. Cheers to you. What? Someone's on a pretty Karen, what's up? Karen's on a pretty walk down by butterflies. Medha, so that's a good follow-up question to the read. Have I learned my lesson? Are there more lessons in it for me? Guys, you don't have, so I just learned, I think it's Buddhism. There's Kemso moments and there's, oh shoot, I forgot the Satori. In law of attraction terms, it's called, you can learn to be a vibrational contrast. Kemso, those moments where, you go through a breakup, or you date a freaking narcissist, or you get fired. You learn through pain, or you can learn through enlightenment. You're actively choosing to learn through pain with that type of a question. Just be aware of that, Medha. Is there more for me to learn from it? Instead, switch it to everything my soul that guided me to this vibrational contrast, this bad feeling lesson. Because I get it, Medha. I get it that, wait, this feels so bad. If there's anything else I need to learn from this, I'd rather derive all the lessons from this now so I don't get the next person who's fucking cray-cray. Instead, just go, my DNA, my blood, my inner being, the inner knowing within me is extracting all the lessons I need from him and will give me the lessons in a positively uplifting way. That way, when you're home and you just do that 2 minutes and relax your muscles, and you'll get this aha, oh, I'm dating this a-hole because my parents did XYZ to me when I was younger, and admitting he's abusing me is like admitting my parents abused me. Oh, instead of dating him for another 6 months in an unfeel good way. Makes sense? I'm ready to learn lessons in a positively uplifting way. I'm ready to feel good about the way I learn. I'm ready to feel better about how I grow. I'm ready to feel better, universe. I'd like to start learning my lessons in ways where I feel uplifted, encouraged, loved, appreciated. All right, Medha? He was preparing me for true love. So Lydia, you can definitely look at it that way. He was preparing me for true love. But do you see how that's taking power away from yourself? He prepared me for true love instead of, I see why my inner being guided me to him. I definitely see how he was a stepping stone to true love. There was lots that I learned from him. I prepared myself for true love well with him. Take a little bit of the power back, Lydia, because otherwise you're going to keep dating those fucking narcissists. Your read was great. It does make sense. Oh, good. Hey, okay. I needed to heal. It was a catalyst. Yeah, I needed to heal. It was a catalyst. It was a catalyst to my healing. It resonated with me too. So do you mean let go of the worry? Oh, Kim, absolutely. If you guys are looking for love and you're in worry, you got to let it go. Otherwise, you're going to, whatever vibration you're at, you guys, it's on my, go to kellylund.com, go to the freebie page. I have that list on there, the vibrational list. Whatever vibration you're at. So if you're at a job that, oh, it sucks, my boss doesn't appreciate me, why can't I just get love? I'll feel better. Guess what you're going to get? You're going to get a guy in who probably also hates his job and probably also hates, you know what I mean? So you got to let go of the worry. And my biggest worry buster, I learned this from Leah Lake. She was an awesome feminine energy coach. Simply the words, that's not true. Because I used to be so worried, like, but what if I get married to someone and 2 years later they turn out to be crazy and that sneaky, super ultra snide, conniving person? And I just think, that's not true. Because if I'm going to marry them, that's not true. If I'm going to marry them, they're going to be awesome. That's not true. That's not true. Anytime a worry comes up, just say, that's not true. I wouldn't marry them if that was the case. And then it's really about how you got to flip that, Kim, is I am developing stronger trust with myself. Because most of the time when someone has a lot of worry like that, they have some fucking trauma from their childhood, some abuse, some trauma. And it's, your needs weren't taken care of when you're between the ages of like 2 to 5. And so because your needs weren't taken care of when you were at an age where you literally couldn't take care of it, you're fucking 2. You're 2. You can't turn an oven on. You can't go earn money. You can't buy yourself clothes. And if one of your parents says something like, suck it up, princess. Well, you don't appreciate me. You just take. That develops an inherent mistrust of bonding, of love and connection with another person. So all you have to do is I release the energy of my parents. I release the energy of my parents right here, right now. I release the energy of them, and I allow myself to develop new relationships with people, new relationships that feel healthier, that feel better, that feel good, that feel uplifting, that feels like they've got my back. That's the new type of relationship that I'm going for. And then listen to the general message I said at the beginning, Kim. Spend 60 seconds a day painting your new canvas. What does the new type of relationships that you're calling in feel like? And spend time there. Ooh, that's a good one. Can you please tell us what spirits wants to know if we are single and don't have an ex that will be returning? I'm gonna do that one. Hey, is Fenny still on? Fenny, are you still on? Can you please rewrite your question? I want to help you out. I've been home from my husband return, so it did pertain to me, but I've learned to focus on myself this week. I'm sorry, guys. Husband or ex-husband? Guys, if your husband like just takes off and leaves for like 3 days, 2 weeks at a time, or stays out late and doesn't come home in, might be time to paint that new canvas for how you really want to feel in a relationship, and you let the universe decide if they're going to work on him or if they're going to bring someone new in. Fanny, did I really stand up for myself yesterday? Ooh, good question. Okay, so guys, so anyone who's like, did I really assert my boundary? Did I really communicate enough to the other person? Did I truly tap into what I wanted and express it? This one's going to help you. Yes. Absolutely, you did. Fenny, what you need to understand, this is Kelly's favorite way of explaining boundaries. When someone is first creating boundaries, it tends to be because they're in a toxic situation. So the first thing is, no, you can't do that bad thing to me. Did that person speak up for themselves, Fenny? Yes or no? Yes, they did. Is there always more? Yes. Is there always more clarity? Yes. Is there always more knowing of what they now know that they want? Yes. So, Fenny, pat yourself on the back. Congratulate yourself for the good job that you did, trusting and knowing that you are always going to be gaining more clarity. Always. It starts with, no, don't do this bad thing to me. I won't tolerate this anymore. And then you have to reinforce those boundaries with, hey, you did that thing that I said you can't do. I can't stay on the phone with you any longer. I've got to go. Bye. At some point, you guys will start to realize that it's really about, what do I want to experience? What do I want to feel? And you move towards that yes. In the beginning, it starts with, no, don't do this horrible thing to me. Then it turns into, I really would prefer a relationship where I feel positively, instead of, you can't yell at me that way, you're demeaning me, and I won't tolerate that anymore. And I'm really looking to be in a relationship where I feel supported, where I feel loved, where I feel encouraged, where I feel like when I come home, there's just a sense of nourishment, a sense of relaxation, rejuvenation at home. Is that something that you want too? If they say yes and their actions indicate otherwise, it's time to move along so that you are moving towards your yes. And they're asking, do you see the difference between those two? Any thoughts on healing the inner child? Inner child works great. And magic. I have a free meditation on YouTube. It's called How to Be Confident Inner Child, Kelly Lunt. Dude, go do that bad boy like 200 times. When I first got introduced to the inner child meditation, I did that thing like 50 times, and I was deadpan on the floor, just sobbing every day. So inner child work and integration work works really well when you have a lot of trauma that you're clearing up, or some old repressed emotions that you're hearing up. When you're on that vibration list, just go to my website. It's on there for free, kellylunt.com. Click on the, I don't know if it's called freebies or free stuff page. The word free is in there though. When you're at 17 to 22 on the list, inner child helps and works a lot. When you're up, you need other processes. Where's Fanny? Yes, thank you. Okay. Ooh, that's a good Ivy. I saw the confidence of Leonardo DiCaprio. He's a hottie recently, and that's exactly what I want. How do I get there our best way? Okay, look at how you're wording that though. How do I get there? Okay. When I'm picking up your energy, Ivy, you're like, that's not possible for someone like me. That's what your energy is saying. So for you, affirmations like, I get why I don't think that that's for someone like me, but that confidence is something that I would like to experience. That confidence is something I'd like to experience. Ivy, do you already feel that shift in your energy when you word it that way? That is something that I would like to experience. I'd like to experience feeling better about being in my own skin. How you get there is at least 60 seconds a day. The longer you do it, the faster you'll get there. I'd like to walk how he walks. He walks so confident. I would like to speak the way he speaks, with enunciated great and great articulation, great assertion. I'd like to start doing that more and more and more. I'd like my throat chakra to get balanced, and my root chakra to get balanced, so that I can feel safe with speaking more confidently. If you just spend 60 seconds a day speaking that way, your energy will be aligned, and then the books will roll in. The books of like how to communicate differently, how to, guys, I definitely, I read the book Difficult Conversations. It's on my website if you want to go find it. That helped me. And I just got introduced to a new book, Nonviolent Communication. They should really call it More Loving Communication. That book breaks down like how to have a conversation with a toxic mother effer and everyone feels good. And it's pretty good so far. So Ivy, you got to get your energy right, 60 seconds a day. I really like the way that Leo stood. And then you stand that way. Do the hero poses. Hero poses is where you have your sternum here up and put your arms out. I'm gaining this confidence. I'm allowing myself to feel better. I'm allowing myself to tap into what I want and express it with ease more and more each and every day. Each and every day, my inner being is guiding me to tap into what are my personal preferences and delights in this world, and is now guiding me towards that. That's all you got to do. Who asked the question of, let's do I need to work on spending time with my inner child. Let me get back to the inner child, and then I want to go back to that single question. So inner child, I have that meditation that's free on my YouTube. Another way you could do it, if you guys are like feeling anxious, you're feeling anxious, maybe your thoughts are bouncing around. A lot of people who say they have ADD, it's really just because you have an unhealed inner child. T.L. Swan calls it integration work. And it's where you sit, even if you can't necessarily sit still because you're bouncing, but I feel guilt. The part of me that feels guilty, can you please come talk to me right now? Because it's you rebuilding a relationship with yourself. I'm ready to speak to the part of me that's afraid of getting married. I want to get married and I feel afraid. I want to get married and I'm worried he'll abuse me. I want to get married and I'm worried that he'll leave me. I want to get married and I'm worried. The part of me, it's called vibrational dissonance in law of attraction terms. When you have the thought that's going towards it and you have the thought that's going away from it, that split, that's why you feel bad. So you just got to go, well, there's a part of me that really wants it. When I think about it, it feels really good. But then sometimes I get worried. So the part of me that's worried, what are you worried about? And literally, this one's going to take more than a minute. Set a timer for like 15 minutes and go, the part of me that's worried about this, I want to talk to you more and I want to get to know you more. If you don't get anything the first day, dude, one time I had to do 2 months where I was like, hey, the part of me that's afraid of losing weight, come talk to me now. I'm here. It took 2 months. And then finally I was like, well, if you're not speaking to me, because if you go, well, I can't figure it out. I can't, it's not working. Then that's like you slapping yourself. That's like you saying, I'm not good enough. The part of you that's mad or worried, you suck, you're horrible, you're beating yourself up. That's called self-torture. So instead you want to be, it's okay. If you're not speaking to me right now, it's because we're building a new relationship. We're building a new relationship right now. And I want to feel more connected with all parts of me. And that means having intimacy with yourself. The part of me that's afraid of getting married, come speak to me right now. Well, I'm afraid that you'll spend all your time there and then we'll lose track of our self-care. Oh, thank you for letting me know that. Well, how can I make you feel better? What if I always make Sunday morning for at least 2 hours, it's just me and me? Okay, I feel better. What are you still worried about? Oh, well, I'm afraid he's going to take all our money now and spend it all. Okay, well, what if I promise that we'll keep separate bank accounts, and if we ever combine our money, we'll keep a separate one and have a joint one? Okay, I feel better. You have to talk to the part of you and bring it along with you. You don't want to sit there and beat that part of you up. So that's 2 ways to do inner child work. You could just go do my meditation, or you can sit there and meditate on your own and just kind of do the integration work. Oh, you guys want the books? Here, I'll get you the links. I forgot what book I recommended though. It's on my website. Difficult Conversations. That's on my website. You guys want me to grab the link for you? I will. Oh, it's titled Kelly's Favorites and Must-Haves page. Oh, here I got 2 books on here for you. Okay, this is the Difficult Conversations. Teal Swan's book also breaks down that integration work I said. Let me copy that one for you too. That book was good, guys. That book was good. Yeah, the 2-minute Wonder Woman pose is great. Yeah, the person who asked for confidence. Hero poses work well. Still, I rise. Is that positive or negative, like attracting bad things, which I rise above from them? Well, give me the whole sentence. But still, I rise. That's definitely putting yourself in a position of, even though all this bad crap happens, I still rise. So you're having a vibration of, there's always bad stuff around. I'm so good, though, that I still survive. So think of it this way. If you could swim and there's one pool that has like 20 sharks in it that are hungry, but I can survive. I'm swimming as you're like paddling away from the angry sharks that are trying to eat you. Or if you could get the cabana with the sun, but there's also shade and a comfortable bed for you to lay on, and half-naked men giving you Mai Tais if you want a Mai Tai, or a charcuterie plate, and some hot man putting sunscreen on your back for you. And which one would you choose to swim in? Be willing to let go of some people in your life. Be willing to let go of, no, they don't feel good, and kick them out. And go towards new. Hey, is the person are there a lot of single people in here who want to know about attracting love-in? Is that question still relevant? I didn't forget about that. I just got distracted on the other one. Hey, Jennifer. Well, welcome. Will you recommend it as a tattoo? I don't recommend tattoos. You get a tattoo if you want a tattoo. I'm not going to tell you to get a tattoo. I want about, single people. Are there a lot of single people in here who want to attract and love? Should I spend some time on channeling a message for that? Oh, guys, don't forget, I super appreciate super chats. They're a great way to help support the channel. They help me get more people on here, and they help me make more videos and content for you guys. It's what helps Bobby come live every Thursday to help you all out. It's what helps me come live twice a month for y'all. And it helps me also find new people, because I have to pay for software to feature people. So it helps me get new people. I'm in communication right now with a lady who knows all about spiritual color therapy healing. So I'm working to get her on here. Single, but not so much on the hunt. Osiris, I feel you. That's where I'm like, I don't know, emotionally, I'm full right now. Nobody else. Okay. So we got some single. Okay, so single people. And it wasn't. Hey, angel number 444. Thank you, Krista, so much. Fist bump. Thank you, Krista. I appreciate it. Let's see. Who's your ex-husband of 2 months? Oh, Christine, I did your question earlier. I hate to say it, Christine, you got to let it go. It sucks. It hurts. Process the emotions instead of holding on. Look up, psychology will probably help you a lot right now. I forget if it's 5 stages or 7 stages. Just type in grief, and there's 5 to 7 stages. And the first stage is denial, which it sounds like that's the stage that you're at. I'm not a therapist, so I don't remember all the other stages off the top of my head, but just go Google that, the stages of grief, and then see each one, and that will kind of help you move through it. Okay, so this is for all the, hey, Lori, what's up? This is for all the single people who are single. What's the message for single people? What's the message for single people looking for love? And what's the message for single people who they're not looking or on the hunt, but they're single and they'd like just a little message for their love lives? Okay, there's a couple of different energy fields who are on here right now. A decent amount of you are okay where you're at. You're just like, doing your thing. You do your thing. You come home, you cook, you eat, you do your thing, you lay down, watch movies. There's no pining or missing something that's not there. You guys are in a great spot. All you guys would have to do when and if you do want one, just allow yourself, this one would encourage at least 2 to 3 minutes. If I were to be in a relationship, and that's how we'd word it, if I were to be in a relationship, I know it's going to be amazing. Because my life right now is really good. So when I get in a relationship, he's obviously going to be amazing. She's obviously going to be amazing. Spend 2 to 3 minutes. Just start with the basics. It's going to be so fun. It's going to feel like so much laughter. You got to fill the details on your own. When Kelly's doing this, she's like, I know for me, when I'm with someone, it's going to feel like 2 6-year-olds who just got brand new bikes on Christmas. We both have healthy, loving, supporting parents. And we're just like, hey, I got a new bike. You got a new bike. Let's go ride. She's like, I want to explore the world with them, with that childlike just enthusiasm. Let's go experience this. Let's go experience that. I want to experience that with this person. I want it to feel playful. I want it to feel full of laughter. I want it to, obviously, we're 2 6-year-olds just having fun. So, of course, it's going to feel safe. I want to feel like when I'm around them, I feel better than I've ever felt before. I want to feel like when we rendezvous, things just get a little bit better. I'm happy on my own. He's happy on his own. And somehow when we come together, we just get a little bit happier. And I feel like when I rest into his arms, fill in whatever gender you want. This is Kelly's we're telling you about. When I fall into his arms, I'm just going to feel so comfortable and maybe be able to fall to sleep right away because of the comfort and nourishment that I feel from that warm embrace. The embraces are going to feel warm. You need to paint the canvas, and you can start very gentle with what we are. It's going to feel like warm embraces. It's going to feel like positive upliftment when we see each other. It's going to feel like there's so many fun things we could do. It's going to feel so much intimacy he has with himself, so much intimacy I have with himself, and so much intimacy that we share. As you do it 2 to 3 minutes, you don't have to do it every day. This one's a little bit more fun. You can do this one 2 to 4 times a week. You'll get more detailed as it goes on. So that's for everyone who you're fine with your life, you're okay being single. The other category that's on here, some of you are not identifying that you're not okay, but yeah, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. I'm fine being single. If you're saying I'm fine, honey, you're not fine. If the question comes up or you can think you're going to start dating and you're like, huh, what? Oh shit, I do got to think about dating. Now, that's how you know you're fine and okay, because that means you're so immersed and enmeshed in your life that you're so much in enjoyment of your life that you're not even thinking about what you don't have, because you don't need it right now to feel satisfied and good. If no, I'm fine. I don't need him to feel good. That's like if in your GPS, if you enter the end destination, I want to be married, you have to enter your starting location and you're not. I'm fine when you're not fine. Universe, I want to get from California to Maine, but you're in Florida. That's not going to work. Universe, I'd like a husband, and right now I feel hopeless about getting one. Here's all the reasons why I feel hopeless about getting one. But I get enough about how this law of attraction thing works that I don't worry about the how. So can you show me how a loving relationship is for someone like me? I'd like to see it. I'd like to see how it's possible for someone like me. And then we'll start showing the couples around you. They're like, oh yeah, I used to be overweight. Oh yeah, I used to be broke. Oh yeah, I used to be there, but now I'm happily married. Then that will start getting you to feel hopeful. Once you feel hopeful, you're in a totally different headspace and vibe space. But then it's, all right, so now that I feel hopeful that a relationship's for someone like me, can I start to explore and experience and see the different types of relationships? You got to return to that place of wonderment, but you have to be willing to state where you're at. If you're not fine, you're not fine, and that's okay. Because what can happen for some of you, when Kelly did that, it was early this year. She just came back from Colorado after spending all this time with her family. And she came back 2 days later. She had this extreme feeling of loneliness and I'm not good enough. She thought it might pass as she adjusted. About a week went by. She's like, no, I still feel this way. It's very strong. So then she did the integration work. The part of me that feels lonely, like what's going on? She made the assumption that it was, I'm noticing what I don't have, which is a husband right now. But the loneliness came up from some unhealed thing when she was like 13. And she was afraid that her body was afraid, like, if we get married, you're going to force us to not eat to look skinny and good for him. And Kelly just laughed and went, honey, the part of me that has that fear and worry, I get it, because I used to beat myself up that I was a little overweight. I apologize for hating myself that long. So I apologize. Please forgive me. If he is not going to want to grub down on a burrito with me every once in a while or eat some cookies with me, I'm not marrying him. And her body just released so much. You have to be able to identify where you're at so you could do that integration work if needed, so that you then are on the journey. Whew. Hey, Christine. Thank you for the super chat, guys. It really helps support me get new people on here. It kind of helps me allocate time to doing it. Because I want to start what's called Feature Friday, and I want to get a sound healer on here. I mean, there's lots I want to do. So thank you. I want to be and there's a question with that one. Want to be an intuitive healer. Is this the right path? I've been taking classes to get certified in different modalities. Just feel stuck. Let me focus on the love a little bit, Christine, and then I'll come back to that one. Lyric, there you go. That was the question that I... Phyllis, yes, I'm still not over my ex. I still love him when I miss him. And when she comes back... Dude, when I was pining over my ex, I love the song. It kind of depended where I was at. At Post Malone, I Fall Apart. Oh, that song just like strummed the pain in my heart for so long. And then All I Want by Codaline. That was a good one. Felicia? You'll like that song. All I Want. Hey, Karen's in the house. What's up, Karen? High five. All right. Do any of the single people? Do you got any questions on that message that that Spirit just gave? And guys, if you want a little bit more of me, you can join my High Vibe Club. Oops, we got the Amazon in there. Where you get more content, exclusive content. You get to ask questions that I don't know the link to my High Vibe Club. There we go. If you want even more, join there. There's 2 levels of the club. There's a do-it-yourself. You get tons of videos. I update the content weekly. And you get to submit questions that I make even more exclusive content for the group. There's also the interactive level. That's $99 a month. Both of them are month to month, so come play, hang out as long as you want. I put the link in there. Oh, yeah, it's my new ring. It's Moonstone, and I think it's Aquamarine. That might be Peridot. I don't know. It looks a little blue to me to be Peridot, so it might be Aquamarine. Yeah, dude, my new thing is Moonstone, because it really helps balance emotions and just keeps you kind of at a balanced state. And green calcite kind of balances your energy around money. Yeah, I'm really doing a lot of green healing right now, guys. If you can't tell by all the plants. Oh, yeah, the plant's actually pretty big. My head just covers it a lot. But here's all like my gemstones. This one is... These 3 are, oh my God, I'm totally spacing. Seraphinite. This is really good. Oh, green, obviously heart chakra. This one lets your divine feminine out, expressions of emotions easier. And lime green, the lime green. This is why I want a color healing specialist on this channel. The lime green is really for being at that place where you've been working really hard, or you've been trying to manifest for a while, and you just want that balance of, because you don't want to effort, because it's not going to get you the results. You don't want to pine about the past. This helps you stay balanced in the middle of I'm manifesting. So these are, I'm forgetting the name of these 2 stones right now, but these are my gemstones that I'm just carrying around in my little goodie bag. This way I can have them back. I can just carry them everywhere with me. I love it. Hey, Eden, what's up? Lime green. Oh, yeah. What's up, homegirl? How are you? What's up? How are you? How's your permit? Okay, let me go back. There was a Christine. I want to be an intuitive healer. Is this the right path? So everyone who's looking to grow their spiritual abilities, hey, don't forget, Christine, there's a free meditation on my website. Just go to my website. There's a free meditation on there. If you go to the freebie page, I think it's the first meditation on there that takes you on a journey to Temple of Master so you can meet your spirit guides. That's on there and it's free. I've been taking class. Oh, club. I just dropped a couple of videos in the High Vibe Club too about developing your spiritual abilities. That was a pretty long video. It's a good one. I give you everything that like I knew, and Spirit dropped in some good messages too. And you can join for $12.99. I don't know how much you're paying for your classes, but $12.99. Everyone's got $12.99. Well, I shouldn't say everyone, but you know. So anyone who wants to grow their intuitive abilities, speak to their guides more, or tap in with your personal unique gift more, or I want to know if you're on the right path to growing your intuitive ability, this question is going to help you. Number one, Christine, you don't need to be certified, really. I'm not certified. Because when you're an intuitive person, it's really how in touch with you are you to your inner being? How much can you hear your inner being and speak it? It's kind of like there's no manual for a baby to teach it how to walk type of a thing. A baby doesn't need a certificate to say it can walk now. But let's keep going with that one. So yes, you're on the right path, Christine. Yes, we agree with what Kelly said. You don't need these certificates, because what the certificates are for you, Christine, they're proving to others that you have this gift that's unseeable. No, I can read tarot. Look, I got certified by Doreen Virtue. Look what happened. Doreen Virtue left. Now the people who have a certificate, they're like, what does that mean for me? We don't want you in their position where they're like, now I'm not certified. Now it means nothing. You're trying to prove to others that you have this gift and this ability and this unseen thing. Rather, when Kelly comes live, it's always value, value, value. People always benefit from what is said from her mouth. So they go, we don't know how she knows that. We don't know how she knows how to say that. But every time that girl speaks when she's in channel mode, it positively benefits me. That's the place we want to be at. And they're asking, do you understand? I gotta change my air. It's too cold. But Christine, comment back. Did you like that? And anyone else who's doing intuitive stuff, let me know. Let's stay focused on that one. I have the same question about setting boundaries in a relationship. Oh, it looks like I missed a question. Do you guys have any questions on the intuitive growth one they just did, especially you, Christine? And then we might have time to talk about setting boundaries in a relationship, or maybe that would be a good video. Felicia, if there's clarity for a relationship soon? Well, guys, given the time, I kind of let's stick to the topic, guys. When I do the $20 question thing, that's when it's easier for me to just focus on one particular person. I guess we could do that. If you guys want your question, we could do some PayPal ones. If you guys want to make sure that your particular question gets answered that applies just to you, it doesn't have to apply to the whole audience. Let me get you just send me 20 to PayPal me, and I will answer your specific question. There's the link. Send $20 and answer your question. We can do some of those if you want. I do understand it sounds like what I'm going through. Okay, yeah, Christine, does anyone have any follow-up questions on like the intuitive stuff? And then I'll move over to the $20 ones. What's up, Karen? Guys, boundaries, if you're ever at a place where you have someone who's being a bully, you feel like you're being ran over, and you're like, how do I assert boundaries? No, you need to get out of that relationship. Because if you have to assert, don't do that mean thing to me, think about it. Do you want a friend who, when you're riding, your 2 6-year-olds riding down the bike, do you want the friend who pushes you off the bike? How do I get him to not push me off the bike? Or do you want the friend who you're just leaning along, hey, I brought a sandwich for us? What type of relationship do you want? I feel like my Reiki ability has been stuck. Oh, okay, Reiki. What if it's a family member? Well, obviously, it depends on the whole situation. I don't know all of it right now. Guys, I've blocked my brother on my phone right now. I'm just like, I can't. No phone calls. He even wrote on my Facebook wall to call me. I'm like, no. I told you email only until I've hit a goal. It just depends. I don't live with my brother. I'm not financially dependent on my brother, you know. But I would encourage though, if there's someone that you want to block but you feel bad about, one, you have to recognize you can't help them. You're not supposed to be the one to help them. Guilt tends to come because you think you're doing something wrong or bad. So ask yourself, the part of me that feels guilty, what is it that I think I'm doing bad? What is it that I think I'm doing wrong? And talk to that part of you and then see if you could reframe the situation in your head. I appreciated the intuitive read. I've been wanting to start on Instagram to give intuitive tarot messages, but scared to start if they don't feel good enough. See, so if you're getting an inspired action to take but don't feel good enough, which I can relate. When I first started, they told me to start this, it's almost been 3 years. In January this year, it will be 3 years. Or December or January. I don't remember when I started it. December or January. George is saying we officially launched in January. That's when we had the website up 2+ years ago. I was scared shitless. Miss Townsend, I was scared shitless. And I took a photo of it, and sure enough, there were some people in town who laughed at me when I went out. Oh, you play with tarot? And I was like, all right, fucking mean girl. And I just kept walking. When you get the inspired message, but then it doesn't feel good, do it. Hey, check it out. You're going to want this book. And don't forget, guys, you can come hang out with my High Club, callunt.com/high vibe. I'm probably going to add in hangouts in there so that people who are in there, we just get to have a hangout like this, but just like us. If you don't feel good enough, that's a good book to read. He talks about upper limits. Yeah, Krista, I want the sandwich. So, hey, Lolita, what's up? Lolita, you were at the last High Vibe workshop. Oh, shit, PayPal. Thanks, Lori, for highlighting my attention to it. I forgot. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see Lori's question. Yeah, guys, if you want me to answer your question, I'll do a couple of PayPal ones. Just send 20 to PayPal, and I'll answer them. Let's see. Oh, Lori. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Sunshine, back at you. Just met someone that you're digging so far. I guess just seeing about the new friend or our potential. You know what? I'm going to bust my tarot and I'm going to channel spirit on you for this one. I want to get you all the details. Okay. All right. Let's do tarot first. Ooh, we got a love question. Okay. So give me 2 cards to represent where Lori's at in terms of making the best out of this. Give us 2 cards in terms of where the other person is at. And give us 2 cards for the potential. 2 cards for Lori. Oh, interesting. 2 cards for the other person. Oh, interesting. 2 cards for the potential. All right, Lori, well, I'm going to be super honest with when I'm seeing the cards. So you're at a place of trying to find emotional balance right now, and you've got the moon reversed. So it's not so much being blunt that you're interested in the person. There definitely is not enough energy. It obviously is a new person, and kind of like you said, I just met, because there's not enough energy in here to show that there's like a strong enough connection yet. But you're at a place overall in your life of balancing your emotions you're at. And with the other person, the moon reversed, you feel confused because it's not so much that I even think that I think the way you worded the question was appropriate. A person that I'm digging so far, because you are enjoying, how I would word it is, I do enjoy my time with this person. Because digging has a little bit of connotation towards liking them. You are enjoying your time with them. Girl, you're so in flux with where you're going to be, what you're going to do, though. You're not at a solid place to start a relationship. So if you view it as like non-attached and be at a place of, I do enjoy this time, this relationship is definitely supposed to be one where you realize that just spending time with a person is supposed to feel good. George just wants to come through. That's what we want you to learn from this, Lori. Kelly was taking too long with the tarot cards. We want what Kelly was talking about earlier, if you were on, about sometimes the person isn't the end all be all, but there's something to learn from them so that you can get to the end all be all. What we want you to learn from this relationship, from this person, whether you get committed, monogamous, or any of that stuff, even if you keep it as a friendship, is, so this is how good it can feel to just spend time with someone, to just share chicken nuggets with someone. This is how good it can feel to just be with someone. It's the I'm happy, you're happy, but when we're together, somehow we just get happier together. We want you to learn to gather that from this relationship. And he's asking, do you understand? And he's saying Kelly can go back to reading her tarot cards. So the other person's got the Two of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups reversed. So my darling, that means the person is actually more in a place of, she's a little bit closer to love than you are. They are reversed though. This person is definitely more in a position to actually to like have a relationship. But it looks like there's a little bit of fear on her end of opening up to love. In terms of the potential, there's a potential there, Lori, because you got the Ace of Swords. It's reversed, but it's there, so that does mean there's potential there. But when it's the Ace of Swords, it's kind of like more like one of those practical relationships versus one of those that just feels like love. But you got the Hermit and the Ace of Swords, so it's kind of like, okay, just to be blunt, this definitely is not the one for you, but there's lots of, so what will she learn from it? Give us more clarity from George. Oh, you're learning not to rush to action. Because it seems like you like to be the pursuer, Lori. You're learning not to rush to action because you're learning like just to sit back and enjoy. You're learning that balance of that give and take, of that 50-50. And not like 50-50 as in I pay 50%, you pay 50%, but that, hey, that expression of I'd like to hang out with, like, that was so fun. Let's hang out more. Let's go do this again. If the other person, no, I'm busy. It looks like in the past there used to be a little bit of over pursuing, but you're kind of learning to balance that, recognizing that instead of pursuing, you could view it as initiator. Oh, I don't mind to be the one to initiate. I don't mind to be the one to kind of be the leader, let's do this. Oh, you want to do it, but you're afraid? Well, that's okay. Hold my hand. So it's kind of like you're learning how to be a balanced leader, Lori. Damn, this is good. Let me go back to the thing. Lori, you got any comments on that? Look at all these questions. Where do you get your tarot cards and such? Oh, I am a metaphysical store whore. That's how I get all my metaphysical crap, dude. Like, look at, I don't know, can you see those? I have some stones right there. Well, I obviously have the salt lamp, but I have some stones there. I have some on my patio that I'm cleaning right now and clearing the energy. I hit up all the metaphysical stores. I ain't shy. Look at these guys. Well, I had these customs made. These are rose quartz. I had these custom made. These are my first pair of custom earrings for rose quartz, guys. Isn't that pretty fucking clear? Hey, Lori, if you got any comments or questions, I want to help you out more if you want. And if anyone else wants to read, just send 20 to PayPal, and I'll do that too. So that clear quartz there. This I got in Asheville, North Carolina at a jewelry store. The thing around my neck, this green calcite, this wire wrap, I bought it at a beach in, look at me. Not only am I a physical whore, I'm a travel whore. This is green calcite wire wrap. The guy was so cool. He was like from Mexico, and he paid his way here by selling jewelry. I thought that was so cool. And he fully supports himself off of it. I bought that at Venice Beach, California. This I bought in Nashville. Yeah, man, I'm a metaphysical hoe bag. What can I say? You told me Spirit said my summer cottage would be more work than anticipated. Not wrong, money pit. Oh, fuck, Lolita. That sucks. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lolita. That sucks. Kelly, I'm in a flux. What does George have to say? George dismissed guy. Karen. Yeah, that guy dismisses me all the time. Well, he's like, I don't dismiss her all the time. I just wanted to get to the point for Lori. Good morning, Kelly. How's my love? Hey guys, right now, if you want a question, send $20. Because right now y'all are doing how do I do the PayPal me? Send $20 to PayPal me if you want me to get to your specific question. Have a good run. Okay, so Lori, yes, I understand. I just wasn't looking, so it caught me off guard. Isn't that great? Okay, is there anything else you want Lori to know about love, about this person, and how to have fun, have fun, have fun? When you say it caught you off guard, anyone who says, I wasn't even looking, it caught me off guard, whether it be a job, love, whatever, it means that your resistance dropped that day for whatever reason, that we were able to bring it into you. Lori, so if there's anything else that we could say to you on this topic, it would be recognize when you're not hyper-focused on trying to fix a problem, because that is a little bit of energetic pattern within you, things can just roll right in. Things can just roll right in. So for you, we would encourage, and this is Kelly's meditation practice right now too, where she sets a timer. She does 15 minutes. If you were just to do 2 minutes, Lori, that would be so beneficial for you. That would be so beneficial for you. She sets a timer and she just goes through and relaxes all the muscles in her body, behind her eyes, her cheeks, her jaw. Sometimes she'll get her little rose quartz roller and roll her cheeks out. She'll let go of the muscles in her chest, her shoulders, her stomach, her back, her butt, her legs, her feet. If she's gone through it once and the timer hasn't gone through, she does it another time. And that's when she really gets this deep relief, this new tapped in sense to a new bit of well-being. Lori, if you would do that, that would help you get to a more state of well-being so that good stuff like this can just keep rolling in. That's called step 4, the synchronistic flow. He's saying, got it? I tend to get too hopeful, but she has a lot of characteristics I like in partners, so trying not to overthink it or move too fast. Yeah, hey guys, this is a good thing. The 3-month rule in dating, the 3-month rule, payments out. Okay, I'll go check PayPal right after this. Let me share this one thing, Karen. Hey, Karen. 3-month rule in dating, especially if you're the one who likes to be the initiator, the one who likes to be the leader in the relationship. By the way, fuck no, I don't. I know that I'm all like blah and high energy. But no, when it comes to relationships, I don't like to be the one planning and initiating. I like to be the one responding and contributing. 3-month rule. So that means if you're the initiator, you are not initiating things to bring you closer, aka sharing a bank account, aka 3-day weekend getaway, aka going to the hospital with them when their baby sister is giving birth to a baby. You're doing things that initiate you two spending time together so that you can observe them and see how you feel around them. For the other person who likes to be the more just receptive, being passive, whatever you want to word it, you're the first 3 months. You are not, oh my God, they're hitting all my check boxes. I hope they call and think about them. When you leave, you quit thinking about them and you go right back to your life. It's a 3-month rule. You don't plan anything super serious until 3 months. You may have sex, you may become monogamous beforehand, but the first 3 months you want to be in a position of just observing. What's their default vibration? Because y'all know how it works. 2 weeks, anyone can fake a vibration. 2 months, after about 2 months, people tend to relax around you, and that's when their true colors comes out. Dude, I dated a guy at the beginning of the year. About a month and a half in, everything was going well. He seemed emotionally, he had this beautiful story about his divorce and how he grew from it and realized that even though his wife's the one that cheated on him, what did he do to contribute to it? Yada, yada, yada. So I was like, oh, he knows how to grow. He's mature. He's this. A month and a half in, he was like, so I overdrafted on my bank account last week. And I was like, you overdrafted, even though he painted a picture of being the family man who let his mom move in with him, who's taking care of him and his 15-year-old son. I was like, wait, you painted a picture of responsibility and this. I was like, you overdrafted by how much? Well, 300 is because my cousin was living with me and didn't pay rent and just left in the middle of the night. And I looked at him, I was like, do you mean you overdrafted because you didn't plan your money appropriately as like a 40-year-old man and a father, and you relied on a 17-year-old cousin? But I had to buy tickets to the Super Bowl, Kelly. And I just looked at him and went, oh, fuck, get out. All your priorities are wrong. That kind of stuff comes out. Hey, it's okay if there's a party that wants it to grow, Lori. It's just how much can you be in a place of like, that felt really good. I want to hang out with her again. That's fine. Lori, you're at a good energy place of it. You're at a good energy place of it. Do you have any other follow-up questions though? If not, I'm gonna move on to Karen. If anyone else wants me to answer their specific question, just I've already been live free for an hour, so you can send $20 to PayPal. Okay, just pulled. Lori, you're at a good spot. It's just, yeah, I'd like to spend more time with her. I'd like to see how it grows without getting attached to the outcome. You're good. Lori, your energy's good on that, though. You're good on that, though. All right, I'll come back to your questions, Lori. Let me go read Karen's question. I don't see it in there. Oh, you wrote your questions here. I'm in a state of flux. Everyone's always in a state of flux, Karen. What do I need to know? A lot has shifted in my family relations. Okay, let's do this. George is he's like, oh, don't want to pull your tarot cards this time? Want to go just straight to me? Okay, Karen. Karen, you're going through something very similar. We don't know if you heard the part when Kelly said for the time being, she's not in phone communication with her brother. You're going through a phase of releasing we'll say the close connection, we'll say releasing the connection, we'll say releasing the desire for them to get better. We're going to give you an example, Karen. Kelly has a friend who was more than obvious they should have been divorced. Kelly the whole time was trying to lead the horse to water and dunk the head in the water. She finally let go and went, you know what? She's either going to divorce or she's not. I don't see why she's picking to live in that much pain. That's her choice, though. She gave up. She let the rope go so then the horse could breathe a little and it could decide if it wanted to drink the water or not. Then Kelly continued to hang out with her. And then it was, damn, even though I feel at first, so this is that person's question earlier. Yes, you stuck up for yourself, but there'll always be more clarity. That was her version of, okay, I'm going to try to stop forcing this, even though I know it's better for you. Then it was, well, even though I feel better that I'm not trying to dunk the horse's head in the water anymore, damn, she just has a lot of stories about how horrible he's treating her and how horrible it is. And she just finally, in the middle of a very fancy dinner with her, she just went, oh my goodness, I want to listen to you if you need to share this story, but I have to share with you that this story you're telling me is evoking a lot of stress within my body. I was very calm before I came here. My heart is up. My shoulders got tense. Hearing this story of what he did to you hurts me physically, mentally, emotionally. So I know you probably need to be heard because you're processing. But I just got to share. I think I'm at a point where I could probably handle this about another 2 minutes. And then after that, this is too much stress on me. And then I even got further down the line of, hey, look, you're either going to divorce him or you're not. But I know that if you're not, I need when we're together, our time to be on us and us go play and have fun. And then what Kelly had to do, she had to back off. Instead of hanging out with that person every single day, she cut back. And what happened, Karen? When Kelly cut back, the friend had more time with that partner and realized, wait a second, I feel this good around Kelly, I feel this bad around him. She put 2 and 2 together. She started drinking the water. He wants to know where you're at with that. There's more he wants to talk to you about, but he wants to know where you're at. Oh, that's so cute, Lori. Okay, that's a good follow-up question. I'll get back to that, Lori. Well, Helen, I'm doing questions via PayPal now. Actually, I'm probably gonna. I'm gonna finish up with Karen. I got all kinds of fun to go have after this, but I'm gonna be live the 2nd and the 4th Saturday of every month, and you can go catch Bobby live. She's live every Thursday. Oh my God, I should have this memorized. She's live on Thursdays. Look at my community tab for the exact time. I think it's 10 a.m. Pacific time. But check out the community tab on my YouTube channel. She posts on there. All right, Helen. Yeah, Helen, go ahead. I'll do one more, Helen. I'm doing one more. I'm doing Helen, but I'm gonna wrap up Laura and I'll wrap up Karen first. Do you need the link, Helen? You're welcome, Helen. I asked George. He said yes. So I was like, okay. I shall delay my pool time. I guess I'm just waiting for. Oh, Karen, you're just following along. Okay, sorry, I didn't see your question in there, Carolyn. Okay, and then Lori, I'll come back to you, and then Helen, I'll go to you. Okay, so Karen, this is at a point where you have to be okay. That whole Esther translated it as vibrational snob. Kelly always loves to say, you have to be okay with saying yes to you, even if it's a want versus someone else's need. And that was one of the biggest vibrational shifts Kelly made to get a VIP intensive in London. Kelly went, wait a second, did someone book me for this many thousands of dollars for me to come out to London? Was there a little bit of glee? Now she's, wait, but this is professional. Came out of nowhere. Her biggest shift was, I'm okay with having more than others. I'm okay with having more than others. Because what happened for her, Karen, she had guilt because she started from the bottom. She started from poverty. She started from a toxic, abusive familyhood. And as she started to, get better, not grow her peers, she was like, come this way, come this way, come this way. It's better up here. Some of them would come up. Some of them would come here. Some of them would stay. She would hold here. Well, I feel guilty, though. And that was her biggest thing with her brother. Who am I to abandon him? We both grew up in that abusive, crazy childhood. I found some answers. He hasn't yet. I get it. Sometimes you're not in your moment of epiphany. But what happened is every time she hung out with him, after being on the phone with him for hours, she would go, Eric, I'm confused. You don't want me to do my spiritual guru bullshit on you, but at the same time, you keep telling me these stories of you walking into a wall and you were actively hurting yourself. I can't be on the phone with you for an hour, 2 hours, listening to you talk about hurting yourself when I have a solution for you. And if you would just do this one meditation, your world would explode in happiness. It pained her, even though she had that guilt. Who am I to abandon him? This is what I do for a living, and I can't even help him. She had to go, I now work with people who are ready to shift, ready to grow. I now work with people who just want the energetic tweaking. They don't want me as a friend. They don't want me as this. They want the energetic tweaking, which is my zone of genius. She had a client call. She always schedules an hour for them. It took 30 minutes. She went, duh, 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 and the client went, honey, I got everything I needed. Kelly smiled and went, you did. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Because you have to be you got to let go of obligation. What is society? Society says a good coach would have stayed on the phone the full hour, but then would have been full of chit chat nonsense. It would have diluted the power of the shifts that she got. Kelly even told that client, honey, if you want someone to just celebrate, you can hire a therapist for that. You can talk to your girlfriends about that. You can talk to your family. I know you're going to be celebrating. I know you're going to be winning. I'm in here to do my energy. She's like, if I were a doctor, I would be a surgeon. I come in, I do your surgery. That's my specialty. When my work is done, I exit the building and other people take care of you. They're saying, do you see how comfortable you're going to have to be with that? So, okay, going back to I'm okay with having more than others. I'm okay with having more than others. Use that affirmation starting point, Karen. I'm okay with having more than others. I'm okay with having more than others. It's okay for me to have more than others. Because, Karen, all that's going on is the struggle bus. When you have friends, I'm struggling. How am I going to pay rent? How am I going to pay rent? The boss is so mean. The boss is so mean. That's how you relate. That's how you get love and connection met. As you grow and shift up, you're like, I'm actually not worried about paying my rent anymore. And fuck, they still want to play in that sandbox. Well, I'm in this different sandbox now. It's okay for you to want friends who can also be in that sandbox. Someone asked her one time, like, oh, you're really good friends with so-and-so. Kelly didn't say anything to the person, but internally it's like, no, that's not really my definition of a friend. That's more, I see a younger version of me, and I don't want them to take 2 years healing. I want it to take them 2 days, 2 weeks. And then finally, one of her other closer friends went, you spend a lot of time with that person, but I could tell you're not like super close with them. Like, why? And why don't you consider them a friend because you spend time with them? Kelly went, well, it's kind of like an uncle and his 5-year-old niece. Do you love your niece? Do you love spending time with her? Do you get delight out of it? Do you get love and connection out of it? But can they really be there for you? And this friend can't be there for me. So that's why I don't want to invite her to this thing. I want people here at this thing who can pretty much, I'm going to be so self-absorbed right now. Just admit, I want all the attention on me. And that person's just at a place in their life where they can't, they're 5. And he's asking, do you see that? Understand? I need to say yes to my want before I say yes to someone else's need. Yes, Karen. Oh, I know, Karen, I was there. It does sound selfish, not comfortable. But that's why if you just do, Lori, don't worry about that. Just borrow them. Because I asked George, I was like, are we going to meet on Thursday? He said, probably not. I guess something's going to come up for one of us or something. I was like, what do I do about the decks? He's like, you don't even need them anymore. You're using this one. He's like, let them borrow it. The decks fell into their laps for a reason. So Lori, pull yourself a deck, a spread from that deck like every day, homegirl. Maybe you'll end up keeping them. Maybe I'll get them back. I'm sure we'll see each other at some point before you move. Let me see. I need to say yes to someone else's. My want to say yes to someone else's need sounds selfish, not comfortable. Yeah, but oh, Karen, you'll love this one. You remember Concha? Do you remember Zenden, Karen? I don't know if you actually joined or not, but I did Zenden a while ago. And our agreement originally was to split it 50-50. And then I realized, wait a second. Everyone who signed up was one of my people. Everyone who signed up was from my marketing, my sales copy, my work, my effort. Shit, homegirl didn't even show up to a live I planned where she would go live. So I had to have the uncomfortable conversation with her. And she was on the phone, Karen. Well, okay, this is YouTube Live. I'm not going to tell. She needed the money. And I was feeling so bad. I was like, she's like, I need the money to pay rent. And I'm like, we got to talk about that because I don't feel comfortable splitting and sharing it with you. Did that hurt? Did that suck? Oh, yeah, it felt horrible. It felt horrible for both of us. We were both crying. And I was like, I want to stay friends. I can't mix like business and pleasure. I can't. She took off on a little trip. When she came back, the fact that her best friend at the time, a super close friend at the time, was unwilling to do business with her, made her took a hard look at herself. And she came back super serious about business. And she's now a yoga instructor in the Bay Area, Karen, selling $2,000 packages, even though it doesn't feel good in the moment. Let me give you my brother's story. Let me give you D. Do you want the D there? Cunt Gobbler wants the D. Little horny toad there. Karen, let me tell you more of my brother's story. Wait, Cunt Gobbler. That means you like the poontang, but yet you're saying D. So I'm confused. Do you want the D or do you want the poontang? Which one do you want there, homie G? I don't get people like that. You've been hidden. Oh, that's great. You could just hide people's comments on YouTube. Okay, let me finish the story of my brother for you. Which I kind of got distracted because my head went to thinking about sex. I totally forgot Rosette, Karen. Sounds selfish, not comfortable. Oh, my brother. So my brother, I blocked him. And because I blocked him and he couldn't call me, 3, 4, 5 times a week like he used to, he actually opened up lines of communication with my parents again. And he went down, he visited them, he spent the night. And before, he wasn't really in strong communication with them at all. He wouldn't go down there and visit at all. Like when I was in Grand Junction, I was like, Eric, come down. I'm here. It won't be just you and mom. I'll be here. He wouldn't come down. I'm coming down. Never mind. I'm not. I'm coming down. Never mind. I'm not. And he was just like, I'm never seeing her again, blah, 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 blah. I stopped speaking to him. He reaches out to a cousin and more communication with her. He actually went down and had a pretty frank conversation with my mom. I don't know all the details of it because all my family who was trying to tell me about it. I'm like, hey, I'm actually not in verbal communication with Eric right now. And for me, I have these goals. Here they are. This is what I'm going for in life, international travel, XYZ. And until I have some serious momentum built up on that, I don't have a lot of emotional bandwidth to spend trying to fix and repair that right now. So whatever you may find out about the conversation that happened between my mom and my brother, please don't share it. It was that fucking brutal and that honest, Karen. But he reinitiated a relationship with my mom now. And my mom went to Denver and she was, Kelly, I'm like, I can't hear too much about Eric, Mom. If you want to celebrate that you guys are in communication, I can do that with you, but nothing more about Eric, nothing more about my brother. She was like, he's getting breakfast with me. I drove up to his part of Colorado and he got breakfast with me and he's going to get lunch with me tomorrow. Karen. And it started with bad. I hired a motherfucking therapist, man. Because when I blocked him, I was like, holy fuck, who am I to block him? He has PTSD. He served in the military. All that guilt. And this was recent, Karen. This is all, I'm telling you, all my personal shit in the last 3 months. And I just hired my old therapist back from college. I got on the phone with her and I went, you know all my family background, all of that stuff. I need some support because I'm taking a serious, huge effing leap in my career. And I got some family drama going on. So Karen, it's really in your shoes. I didn't think it was as simple, but it really is as simple as, does it feel good? Does it feel bad? If it feels bad, speaking to my brother on the phone, felt bad. Splitting that money with Concha 50-50 felt bad. It has somehow led me saying yes to my yes, not saying yes to a no, because when we say yes to a no, that's when you feel bad. When you tap into what your yes is and go, I really got to focus here. I really have to focus here. Then somehow it works out for everyone involved, man. Karen, do you got any clarifying things you need out of that? And then let me go back to Lori and then let me go to Helen. Yeah, just enjoy the cards for now, Lori. At some point they'll fall back in my lap, or maybe I'll end up keeping them. We'll see. But she seems... I'm curious about her thoughts on our newness. She seemed interested in trying to encourage me to be less shy, which I'm shy. That's awesome. I love that. Dang, I do want to get going soon, too. No more questions after Helen. Oh, Lori, because she's definitely... she's more at a place than you to actually start a relationship. That's because you don't know where, I mean, you know your story. You don't know where you want to live. So she definitely would like to spend more time there. You got the Knight of Pentacles up, right? She would like to spend more time, more action. She actively does still want to hang out with you more. 3 of Pentacles reversed, though. She is unsure if it's like worth the effort in terms of, because you know how sometimes when we hang out with people and it's just we're merriment, we're hanging out, and then there's let's hang out and, oh, you're moving, you need help, let me help you move. So right now she's a little unsure if she should take that kind of extra step to get involved, but she definitely still wants to keep hanging out with you. And there's a part of her that's thinking future romantic too, Lori, because she's got the 4 cups reversed. And so it's you got a cup suit in there. So that means it is a little bit romantic, but it is reversed. So it's a little bit. It means the thoughts are at least there of, I wonder if this could lead to the ultimate happiness or not. It sounds like y'all are both kind of in similar situations. Lori, keep hanging out with her for sure. You heard what Spirit said, the main thing you're going to learn about interacting with her. As of right now, it's too soon to tell if it's going to be the one. If you had to push me for a yes or no, I would say no, but only because there's not enough energy interaction between you two to get a read on that. But yeah, she definitely wants to keep hanging out. She's starting to ponder, consider, is it worth a little bit more of that kind of connected, getting involved hangout? I wonder if this could lead to happiness. So she's definitely thinking that way. Yeah, Helen, I guess it's your turn. Karen, it sounds like, Karen, to wrap it up for you. Oh, thanks for reporting, Christine. Karen, it sounds like for you, you really got to sit down and take time. Just 2 minutes, relax your body completely, Karen. And then go, body, how would Phil hanging out with so-and-so? If you get a constriction, a sadness, a pressure, you got to say no. You got to say no. It might suck. It might hurt. Somehow, from my personal experience, it has always worked out better for me. Look at me. I'm going to London. Fuck yes, you know? And it looks like he's established a new relationship with my mom. So from my personal experience, it has 100% always worked out better for me, and it has somehow worked out better for them. And Conch and I are still friends, Karen. We're still friends. You get that? I feel that. Okay, awesome. Good, Lori. Hey, what's up, Dad? Okay, Helen, I've been out of a toxic relationship for 8 months, although I know I will never go back. I can't seem to move on fully, and I've been crying a lot lately. Oh, Helen, look up. Because you're obviously gonna need a little bit more help and a little support than I could give on a YouTube live. Um, what was it called? Look up the stages of grief. I can't remember if it's 5 or 7 stages. Just type in stages of grief so that you can really be there. And Helen, I have a video on YouTube. I'm forgetting the exact name of it. I think it's called 3 Step to Releasing an Ex. If you type in Kelly Lunt releasing an ex, the video should come up. You got to go through the grieving process of it, but let's go at Helen. Helen. Helen, the more for you, what we're picking up in your energy that there's just this like confusion, and tarot would be the moon card. There's just this confusion of did I want it, did I not? Did I really do enough to make it work? Wait, well maybe the way I communicated it wasn't the right way, or maybe I tried to communicate it when he wasn't in the right space. There's just that confusion. You really have to go through and be willing to say, I did not like a lot of that relationship. Because what happens when there's that yes and that no that Kelly and us have been talking about this whole time, you have your yes, you have your no. And she mentioned when you have a no and you say yes to it, a son, can I have money? It feels bad and you yes. That's what creates the pain when you say yes to a no. So it tends to be in situations, especially when it's a relationship, you don't want to think it was all for nothing. You don't want to think you dated a crazy toxic monster. So you try to turn that no into a yes. Helen, you got to stop. You got to stop trying to romanticize it. Stop trying to view some of it positively and just be willing to state, I did not like this. I did not like this. I will never find these parts of that relationship satisfying. This part was horrible. This part was horrible. The more that you can classify, I didn't enjoy this. I didn't like the way he spoke to me. I didn't like when he did this. It will recalibrate your trust with your emotional guidance system within you for your yeses and your nos. Because we're just picking up kind of like a confused lines. If there's a map, lines are going everywhere. Because you're like, wait, do I want to go to Florida? Or maybe I want to go to Mexico. Do I want to go to Mexico or do I want to go to Hawaii? Do I want to go to Hawaii or do I want to go to Thailand? Thailand, Australia, Europe, London, blah. If you would take the time to drinking this warm cup of tea is a yes. This feels good to me. This is a yes. Ooh, that food is a little bad. Let me throw it out. That's a no. So new stuff you got to do. What's a yes to you? Yes, this massaging my wrists out. This feels good. This is a yes. That's a no. We're not going to encourage you to hit yourself, but we want to highlight it for you. When I massage myself, this is a yes. This feels so good. This is a yes. Oh, it's cold outside. I'm shivering. This is a no. And then you also have to take time. You can definitely do the stages of grief that Kelly recommended. But I didn't like that he spoke to me that way, and I will never date a man again who speaks to me that way again. In time, you'll move to, I'll be with a man who speaks to me in a way where I feel positively uplifted and encouraged. You got to recalibrate that yes and the no. And he's asking, do you understand? What, Dad? Nut touch? What's NOT? Oh, not much. You're watching YouTube, Dad. I feel angry, but I pity him as well. Okay, Helen, so where else are you at? I kind of feel so honored. Someone, a fake YouTube account, just to come on here and harass a bit. That's how you know you're doing a good job. We need people who go out of their way to harass you. Kind of feels good. Although I don't understand, why would someone spend their time with something that they don't like? I don't get it. Well, so Helen, how else can I help, Helen? Where are you at? No one fake attempt at 2 attempts. Helen, I am at learning to love myself again. Okay, can you give her anything else to help her um, with the loving herself? Anything else you want to say, Spirit? Yes, yes. Helen, do you see that shift already? A simple shift. The more that you spend time with this is a yes, this is a no, and when you get a yes, then you massage your wrists every day for at least a minute, if not more, however long it feels good. Because then that trains the vibration of you being kind to yourself, you being nice to yourself. So that when something comes up, if it feels anything less than as good as this will feel, you'll say no to it easier and you'll say yes to it. And then you got to be willing to ask the questions. Universe, what's another yes for me? What's another yes for me? So instead of I have to learn to love myself at this hard, arduous task, view it as I'm looking to discover new ways to love myself. I'm looking for new ways to show myself that I love myself. Well, I know my body likes gentle walks and gentle walks, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to, instead of force my body to do a hard exercise, hey, body, what do you want to do today? You want to try jogging? Okay, I'll go jog. You want to walk and stretch? Okay, I'll stretch. Okay, you want to do this 30-day yoga challenge? I'll do it. Woo, this is harder than I thought, but inner being body, you guided me to a good one that's at a really slow, comfortable pace for me to be able to do this. I want I want to discover more ways to love myself. I want to discover more ways for me to feel good. Do you see that little mindset? That little mindset switch? Oh, see how he tried to take my dignity away. It didn't feel good that I didn't feel good when I dated him. I hate that my interactions with him never left me in a place of feeling respected. It bothers me that I dated someone for so long where I didn't feel loved and cherished. I'm never going to find that relationship satisfying. I'm never going to find that relationship to have been one that feels good because for so long I now recognize that it was a no that I was trying to turn into a yes. And it was a no that I said yes to for far too long. He was a no that I said yes to. Of course, it didn't feel good. I didn't like the way he spoke to me. I didn't like the way he treated me. It didn't feel good. I don't like that I feel used like a piece of meat. I didn't like that he couldn't understand that I needed something. I don't like that whenever I made a request, he escalated and treated it like a war or treated it like I was insulting him. Helen, of course you then turned abusive. The crazy guy that I dated a long time ago with that, I started like, hey, you got to stop that. Then he would yell even like twice as much more. And I was like, okay, fuck this. I'm out. It's just all this feels bad. I forgive him for being abusive. I forgive myself for being abusive. I forgive myself for discovering parts of me that I don't like that well. I forgive myself for, ooh, you just got a huge shift there. I forgive myself for the things that I did that didn't feel good. I forgive myself for doing things that could be considered abusive. I now know that I want to know my yeses and my nos that much better, that much more. And I want to be tuned in and tapped into them. And I want to say, I'm now on a phase. I'm getting off of that path because F him, I will never like that. I'm on this path of yes, I'm on this path of me, and I have my dignity. My dignity comes from within, and my dignity comes from me being able to say yes and no to things. And this is a no, so I'm not going to do it. This is a yes, so I'm going to do it. I'm now more tuned into my yeses, and my yeses are relationships where I feel like I can be encouraging. I feel like I can be positively uplifting to them. That's the new path that I'm on. Helen, you have to every day spend time doing what I'm doing for you right now. You have to spend your time doing that. I want to feel better. I'm discovering what's a new way I could show myself love today. You know, for me, I got my art on a mug and I'll soon be selling this to you. So maybe that will be a way to show yourself your love. You're like, I got my heart expanding mug. I'm gonna drink a warm cup of tea every day. And look, I got tea in here. What's another way I could show myself I love myself? And then you just keep going for those, Helen. Thank you for confirming I'm on the right path. I have been trying little by little. Keep going, Helen. Just keep every day Do 5 kind things to yourself. And it could be simple as like pouring yourself a cup of tea in a mug, buying it. I'll buy, guys, I'm going to put stickers and mugs out. I think those are going to be the first 2 things that I'm going to sell. I'm going to buy myself this little inexpensive sticker. One time when I was like broke, Helen, I went and got a 99-cent bottle of bubbles, and I just blew bubbles every day for like 5 minutes because I was so fucking depressed just seeing the bubbles lighten my mood up. Just 5 gentle, nice things you could do for yourself every day. And the more that you focus on that, because you don't want to be nightmaring about the past relationship. You want to be, no, I didn't like that. It didn't feel good. Daydreaming about the future. Well, I want to show myself I love myself more. What's one simple thing that I could do for that? I know I could take a warm bath. I could rub my shoulders out. All right, you got it, Helen. All right, I love y'all. If you would like to hang out more, come hang out with me in my High Vibe Club. There's 2 levels, lots of interaction, juicy goodness, and there's exclusive content. You can submit questions and ask there for exclusive content just for the group. You're welcome, Helen. Love you bunches. Come hang out with me in my High Vibe Club. There's 2 levels. If you want to be in an interactive video where it's actually you're on a video call and I'm on a video call, so it's much more interactive, come hang out with me at the interactive level. If you just want access to be able to submit more questions where there's videos for you to come back and watch and updated weekly, then come hang out with me at the do-it-yourself level, which is only $12.99, and both are month to month. Come play and hang out as long as you want. It's really up to you. So I love you all. Mwah. Bye. Oh, wait, Lolita, are questions on High Vibe only for premium members? The premium members, the 99, is the workshop. Anyone could submit a question that I make those videos for. And Lolita, I think Annie updated it yesterday, put the new video in there, and I made one for next week already too. And I'm probably making meditation. I don't know. No, the questions are for both, Lolita. The premium, you get the workshop, which I got to go with Annie and confirm it. The workshops are going to be the 3rd Saturday of every month at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that there's a regular schedule. But Lolita, I think she already put a date in the High Vibe Club. I'm going to meet with her Monday or Tuesday to get it right, and we'll send out an email reminder. Going forward, though, September on, it's always going to be the 3rd Saturday of every month, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. See you there next time, Lolita. I missed you. And there were only 2 people showed up last time. I was a little surprised. It was fun, though. It was a good one. It was a really good one. Honestly, Lita, you should go rewatch that recording that's in there. Oh, it was so good. I even got some benefit out of it. It was great. Okay. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.